Okay, first our main what is our course is it is VAPT. VAPT is nothing but vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. It is one of the subdomain in cybersecurity. Okay, so firstly we have to understand what are the domains actually. So I think everyone know, right? We have SAP, we have machine learning, we have artificial intelligence. Likewise, we have cybersecurity. hmm, We have full stack developers. So likewise, there are so many domains in our IT. Okay, so inside that we are picking cybersecurity as our career, right? Even in cybersecurity also, there are a couple of subdomains, I would say. Say network security. I'm saying network security, okay? And we have cloud security. We have malware analysis. Okay, and we also have SOC people, security operations center, and we have application security. Okay, so there are different subdomains in cybersecurity itself. So it's not that you have to pursue all those things. It is kind of different streams. So in your bachelor's, there are different groups, right? We have electrical, mechanical, CSE. Likewise, so there are also some subdomains into cybersecurity. It is not required that you have to master all these things in cybersecurity domain. So these are all individual subdomains in cybersecurity. Okay, so we have to master one. Okay, so that's why we are picking application security. So our main course will be standing on application security, which can also be called as VAPT, ethical hacking, or web application penetration testing. Okay, so if you're listening new terms, don't worry. So I will be explaining each and everything in detail. Web application penetration testing. Okay, just I'll give you a very small glimpse of each and every subdomain. Then we will be concentrating on application security. Because see, when you going through some training process, you'll be listening up across different subdomains, and you'll be confused. What is that? What is this? That's why I'm giving a short glimpse to make you understand and make you very clear. So network security is nothing but I think you all may know that we have routers, switches, IP protocols, right? So the person who is going to manage, administrate, and secure networks, I mean, configure routers in securely, configuring switches securely, maintaining firewalls, maintaining IDS, IPS. Okay, so these people are called network security professionals. Okay, network security professionals. So administration is different, security is different. You have to understand that. Okay, so administrator, they're just going to administrate, but security people is going to secure those devices. And we have cloud security. So we often listen AWS, Azure, GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Okay, the persons who are going to protect cloud infrastructures, like we may have cloud like S3 buckets, EC2 instances, security groups. People who are going to secure cloud environments. Okay, those are called cloud security professionals or cloud sec engineers, you can say. So one more thing is malware analysis. So we often listen about so many malwares like Trojan, backdoor, some ransomware. We do listen about so many malwares, so many viruses, right? So people who conduct their research and find some malicious softwares or some malware. So these people are called malware analysis engineers. Okay. So I'm just telling, right? Just going ahead with the names to make it very clear, and we can then right quickly start with our main process, main demonstration. SOC is nothing but security operations center. Okay, people who watch, monitor logs of servers, firewalls. Okay, they just understand the logs, and they will get to know whether if there is any breach is going to happen, and they are going to prevent them. It is kind of SOC is kind of defensive job. They're just going to defend. Okay, so they are going to defend the attacks. But application security is completely offensive. Okay, so in application security, we will be hacking into applications. Okay, we will be understanding whether there are any vulnerabilities. So again, I will be talking about vulnerabilities further. So I'm just going ahead. So vulnerabilities, we will try to exploit them. If that application is vulnerable, that means it has some bugs. Okay, so we will report it to developers, and we will make developers will fix that issue, and then that particular site which is vulnerable will stand as secure now. So this is application security. So application security is very challenging and very there are many things to learn. Okay, so in application security it is completely offensive related. That means you will be thinking and you will be acting same as black hat hackers do, but your main intention is not to uh, do attack on someone and ruin their business. Okay, but as the ethical hacker, so you'll take consent of that application owner, and you'll test that securely, and then you will report to them whether their website is secure or not. Okay, this is our job. So in any between, if you are having any doubts or if you did not understand something, you can feel free to ask. Okay, I will be happy to answer. Okay, you can respond in the chat window also if you have any doubts. Okay, now I will be talking about okay, so I think we have so many people now, 6 to 7 people. I think some of you may have background about some cyber security. Some of you may not be aware of some basic things about cyber security. But don't worry, I will be walking through all the basics, and then I'll try to express everything properly in sequence. Okay. So as I told you, our main course is VAPT. So VAPT stands for Vulnerability Assessment and Penetration Testing. So that is also called as pen test. Okay, so this can be termed as ethical hacking, web application penetration testing, cyber security, application security. So it's kind of synonyms, you know. So now, so we will be talking about what are the tools that we will be using, and then we will be talking about our course, our syllabus. Okay, first, I will list out the tools, and then I will go ahead with each and every tool. Take notepad. Okay, so these tools are completely industry recognized tools. As a professional, working professional, I am also using the same tool. And even if you are also going to start your career in application security, you will be also using the same tools. What I mean to say is, so whatever the tools we will be discussing that are industry approved and industry recognized tools. Okay, first we will be checking VMware. So next we will be checking about Kali Linux. It is not a tool, it is an operating system. Okay. Next we will be talking about OWASP vulnerable application. It is also kind of OWASP. Okay. Then we will be talking about a tool called Bobsuit, which is very popular in VAPT field. Okay. And next we will be talking about what is there about suit. We can talk about. I mean, I'm thinking about the sequence. We can talk about Metasploit. Okay. Next we can talk about SQL map. Yeah, fun. Yes, nmap also. And we'll be talking about nmap. And what else? Metasploit, SQL map, nmap. Yeah, even we can also just check about the white shark. Yeah, and if time permits, we'll also see zap. I think this may take so much time. all this only. If time permits, I'll also walk you through OASP app. Okay, so we'll start. Okay, firstly, see whatever the tool we are discussing. So these are all the tools that we will be teaching in this course. Firstly, and second thing, so these are the tools that we'll be using in your professional life as well. Okay, so this is to mention that whatever the syllabus that we are holding in Harsha Trainings Academy, so we are trying to give industry recognized syllabus which will make you get so much skill, better skill as per industry requirements, and which will eventually help you to place very quickly after completing trainings. Okay, firstly, if you see VMware, okay, see now we'll be talking about VMware. Okay, so firstly, in cybersecurity field, first the basic thing what is required is you have to learn about Linux. So we have operating system called as Windows, right? This is Windows, okay? But in our cybersecurity or in our VAPT, we will be mostly dealt with Linuxes. We have to use how we have to use Linux, and how we have to handle tools in Linux. How we have to get good awareness on the Linux commands. Okay, so that basics also we require. So that's why what is best way is you have to get good understanding about multiple operating systems other than Windows. This is the Windows operating system, right? But we use Kali Linux operating system for all our security needs. Okay. Uh, so Kali Linux is one of the distribution in the Linux, which is meant for completely offensive security or ethical hacking. Okay. So what is now? So now you have to run Kali Linux and you have to also run Windows. That means there are two operating systems you have to run. So as you know, if there is no virtualization, you can only use one operating system at a time. You cannot use both, right? But here, what you have to do, you have to use Windows simultaneously, you have to use Kali Linux simultaneously, you have to use some others simultaneously. That's why we choose software called VMware. So I think some of you may already aware, but I'm just giving you very basic glimpse to make you understand. There may be some students who are from non-IT or some other different backgrounds. So that's why, to be very clear, I'm just trying to give some basic into each and every tool. If you are already know, so that is very good enough. But someone, if they don't know, so they will get some clarity. Okay, so we have a software called VMware. Okay, VMware is nothing but it is a virtualization technology software. Okay, using this software we can run multiple operating systems. Okay, as I told you, in our course and in your professional life, you have to run Kali Linux or some Linux operating system, Ubuntu or something. So that's why you have to simultaneously run two operating system at same time, right? That's why we will be using a tool called VMware. Okay, using VMware we can run as many as operating systems simultaneously. Now if you see, I'm using Windows. This is my Windows, right? I downloaded VMware and I installed Kali Linux over here. So this is Linux. Okay, so now simultaneously I'm using my Windows operating system and Linux, right? So now you can understand. So that is the purpose of VMware. So using VMware, you can run multiple operating systems. Okay. So firstly, I'll take to VMware 1 second for you. So this is the VMware. So here I am running two operating systems. One is Kali Linux and one is my vulnerable application. Okay. So using this VMware, we can run any operating systems. So we will also train you how to launch VMware and how to create multiple operating systems. Okay, and this also we will be discussing in our training module. You can see multiple operating systems I'm able to using VMware. Okay, just this is not at all related to course, but I'm just trying to give you what are the tools we will be using. Okay, so this is VMware and this is the VMware dashboard. So in our training, we'll be discussing about how to launch different operating systems using VMware and how to use VMware, some configurations in VMware. So everything we'll be telling you in the training sessions. So this is not related to security. It is just for our tool usage purpose. Next is Kali Linux. So please respond in the chat window if how many people are aware of Linux or Kali Linux. Okay. So as I told you, Kali Linux belongs to Linux platform. Okay. So there are different Linux distributions. We have Ubuntu, we have CentOS, we have Red Hat. So there are different versions. It's like see Android 10, Android 9, Android 8. Likewise in Linux also there are different distributions. Okay, but Kali Linux, I think you may, when you're getting into security field, you'll be more listening about Kali Linux in YouTube videos or in any blog. Okay, so Kali Linux is the operating system where we have all the offensive security related tools. So in order to perform some VAPT, right, you may require some tools. So in this, if you use this Kali Linux, all those tools will be inbuilt. You don't need to go and download somewhere else. Okay, all the tools were pre-installed into this Kali Linux. Okay, so it has main all the offensive related tools. That's why every security professional should be having good enough knowledge on Linux operating system usage and Kali Linux. Okay, now I will be showing you Kali Linux. Okay, here I have my Kali Linux operating system. Now if I go to menu, here you can find all the tools. For information gathering, we have all these tools. Okay, we vulnerability analysis, we have Nikto and Nmap, and for web application analysis, we use, I told you, right, Bob Suite, SQL Map, WP Scan, right? For data SQL Map, for password attacks. As I told you, completely we are into offensive, not defensive, right? So there will be so many tools that can try to brute force something, or try to get access to something, but we are not doing it for offensive purpose. Okay, it is completely ethical hacking. Okay, so likewise we have some tools for wireless, right? I mean Wi-Fi hacking. We have Aircrack MG. We can also try to hack Wi-Fi's. And what we have for reverse engineering, we had some tools for exploitation, Metasploit. This is a very good one. We'll also be talking now. Likewise, there are so many tools. Okay, so many tools. So we'll be covering only the recognized and usable tools. So I mean to say, so that's why we are using Kali Linux. Okay, so this operating system will give you a very good enough of understanding of the tools and how to use this Linux. Okay, so in our training, we will also be covering about Linux basics. We don't worry that I don't know Linux, how can I operate? So we will also be giving you how to use basic commands, like how to change directories, how to do list. Okay, so everything, some basics we will also be training you. So in order to usage of Linux. Okay, and so this is the Kali Linux, and these are all the tools we had. We will be discussing about all the tools in our training. For now, just I will open one of the tool called Bobsuit. Okay, yeah, here I had that Bobsuit. So let it open. Yeah, it's there. Bobsuit is getting open. Okay. So yeah, these are all the tools we will be going through. I mean, I will again come to each and every tool. So that is the thing for Kali Linux. We will be discussing so many things in Kali Linux. Okay, we will be discussing about how to use Linux. I think some of you may not be familiar with Linux, but no problem. We will be also training you how to use Linux, how to execute some basic commands and operate Linux. Okay, so that is about the Linux, Kali Linux. And next, as I told you, Bob Suit. Okay, it is getting open in Kali Linux. Okay, so Bob Suit, yeah. Okay, till here is that clear? or any doubts on Kali Linux or VMware. So any doubts related to training, okay, or related to any tools, you can ask. You can feel free to ask. Or else, if you are unable to speak, you can also chat and type in the chat window. Okay, now the next third thing is now from now I will be also demonstrating few things. Okay, when I'm taking some tool, I just don't show the tool. I'll be demonstrating something. So next line of tool is Bobsuit. Bobsuit is very familiar and very popular tool in our VAPT. So it's kind of thing that if you don't know Bobsuit, you may not work in application security. It is that essential, that much essential to. Okay, so Bobsuit is nothing but an proxy tool. Okay, which we will be using to do some manual analysis on request and response and do some attacks. Okay, we have some attacks in OS, right? Sql injection, we have broken authentication, access control vulnerabilities, huh? We have cross-site scripting, hmm? We have so many attacks, right, in our OS. So that for that all exploitations or for all vulnerabilities finding, we will be using Bubsuit. Okay, so this is very common and essential tool in our VAPT domain. Now I think it has opened. We'll go. It's just coming. Accept. Next. Counter. I'll take some browser. Now I'll try to cover some interesting topic to you, so which will make you more interest. Okay, so if I have to integrate my browser with Bobsuit, I have to install a plugin called Proxy. Okay, so I'll try to demonstrate each and every tool for just 5 minutes. Okay, to make you some understanding into that. So I'm using Proxy plugin. So this will be used for interception purpose. So I will be downloading that Proxy. Just downloading. Yeah, good. That was downloaded. Okay, now I'll be turning it on. They go options, add, view title as Bob, view proxy details, HTTP, port number, proxy. So this is my local PC, right? I can use some loopback IP. And yeah, one more thing to remind you, we will be also covering some network basic fundamentals. Like as what is IP address, what are the DNS server, DHCP server, huh? What is web server, application server, hmm? What is OSA layer, what is TCP/IP. Okay, these are all fundamentals. We will not be concentrating on network or something. Okay, that are fundamentals that will help you in VAPT course. That's why we will be also covering them. And save. Okay, it was done. Now we'll go and say test php.1web.com. It's just opened. Now I'll turn off my intercept and I'll go to my Bobsuit. Here. Yeah. Now, if you see, I'm into this website. Okay. Whatever I'm clicking, I'm getting the response. Okay. In general, what will happen when you're requesting something for your website? So you'll have a server. You call it whatever it is, web server, web application server, anything. So I'll take simply Facebook as an example. Yes. Okay. Second, who will be accessing that client? Client is nothing but you. Okay. You will be accessing your Facebook profile. So that means you are the client here and server is the Facebook, right? Now, what happens? Let's say, no, let's say if I say facebook.com, turn on the proxy because I have to install certificate. I'll do that later. Say advanced and say go back. Now let's say facebook.com. That's there. It's open now. See, now we landed up on a facebook.com, right? So I'll do something. Okay, I'll try to log into some profile. I'm just giving some fake details. Okay, face a login. So this request will go to Facebook server, and if I had same credential, it will give access to me. That is how it does, right? But now what will Bob should do? That we will see now. 1 second. Before to that, what I have to do is I have to install a Bob certificate. You can say HTTP Bob. Say it's CA certificate. Okay, say save file, download it. So, okay, how to if I have to capture HTTPS requests, okay, then I have to install a certificate called Bob certificate. Again, you don't worry, I'm just giving you small examples, okay, but we will be elaborating so much in our training sessions. So I'm just installing that. Say okay. Okay. Now we will be seeing what will happen. Okay, I open up my browser. We'll do it normally. I say facebook.com. Cool. We got facebook.com now, right? But what will happen if I use Bubsuit now here? Say intercept on, close this, and say facebook.com. See, I got request now. Now, what happened previously? So, client, I'm requesting facebook.com and it is going to server and I'm getting login page. But now I have requested same as I did before. But I'm not getting Facebook page because it was stopped or blocked by Bobsuit. If we go to Bobsuit now, you can see Facebook request was there. So I was requesting for Facebook, right? It was captured here. If I do forward, only then it will go to server. Okay. So now you can understand that. So client is our browser and server is Facebook. Okay. In general, that is the flow. But if you're using security testing, you will use Bobsuit. So before it reaches server, first it comes to proxy. Proxy is nothing but Bobsuit. So whatever the modifications you can do it and send it from here. I will be demonstrating one attack, then you will be understanding how you can do that. If I do forward, okay, and if I turn off the intercept, now you will see the Facebook page. Okay, simply what is happening? Normally, we only have two entities here. One is client, which is browser, and second is server. But in between, we have a proxy tool called as Bobsuit. So if Bobsuit is there, whatever the request you are sending, it will be holded by proxy. Only if it is accepted and forwarded, then only it goes to the server. Okay, so that is the purpose of proxy tool. Okay, now I will be demonstrating one attack. Okay, then you'll have a clear idea. So why we are using Bob suit? Okay, so the attack name is called price tampering. Okay, I'm not currently. We should not do any offense-related activities in any site without their consent. Okay, that's why I'm doing that in my vulnerable application. So that is one of the lab. I'm doing that on the lab for now. See, the price tampering is nothing but, see, if you go to some Zomato, that simply you can go to Amazon. As example, if you go to Amazon and if you are thinking to buy some 50-inch TV, so let's say you're thinking of branding of LG to buy some LED TV, which costs you around 50, I don't, may not be 650, 70,000. Okay. So now using this price tampering attack, what you can do is, so instead of paying 70,000 to Amazon, you can pay 7 rupees. Okay. And you can purchase the TV. So this is called price tampering attack. So in often in news, you may be listening about this price tampering attacks. Like some people had booked air flight tickets of 1 lakh of 5 rupees, and they have traveled many places. So by listening this, you'll understand this is hacking, right? So same thing we will be discussing over. I will demonstrate one attack scenario, and you'll have a clear idea. So what we will be trying to do is we'll perform price tampering attack where we will try to purchase a TV. I mean, this is lab. I'm not going to attack on any Amazon or Flipkart. Okay, this is a lab. So I will try to purchase a TV worth of some $3,000 for just 3 rupees, or for 2,900, any amount, I will try to buy it for 2 rupees or 3 rupees. Okay, using Bob suit. So that we will be seeing now. Now, okay, 1 second. So we are in Kali Linux now. I'm going to demonstrate an attack. So I'm taking my lab. So this lab is also similar to the websites. Okay, 192, 168, 132, 32, 129. Let me check my IPs. Config 135. So this is 128. 128 is Kali Linux IP. 129 is my lab IP. So we will be also giving you labs to practice all the attacks. Say if config, yeah, lab IP is 135, 129. Okay. Now I'll go to browser. Okay, instead of 132, yeah, I'm going to access my labs. I'll say which website will be so admin. Report. So there is a attack called parameter tampering. So say if I'm in tampering. Okay, now you can see. See, consider this as in some website. Anything you can compare upon Flipkart, Amazon, or some Snapdeal or whatever it is. Let's say I have to buy a TV, which is 56-inch TV, and each one is $2,999. Okay. If I say quantity as 2, then it will be around 5,000 or something, right? If I say update cart, it will be $5,919. So whatever is there, okay. So I have to buy 3 TVs. Say update card. Okay, now if I have to purchase this 3 TVs, I have to pay $8,999. Right? If I say purchase, okay, then it will show me the how much amount I have to pay. So say the update card. So I have to pay $8,999. Only then I will be able to purchase the TV, right? Okay. Okay. But now I will use Bob Suit. Now I have to buy this TV instead of $8,999. I'll buy it for 2 rupees. We'll see how we can do that using Bob Suit. Okay. Not also. Yeah, using Bob Suit. Turning off the intercept, turn on the intercept, and enabling the proxy here. Done. Now I will see purchase. Now the request got captured here. Now see what is happening, So the from here the request will go to my OASP lab server. Okay, what it was there. So it is going to multiplicate price into quantity. So if it is price is equal to 2099 and quantity is 2, then it will be around 5000, right? Now what if I change this price to $2, only 2 rupees or $2? What will happen in the background logic? This price value will be multiplied with quantity, and then that is the amount I have to pay. So I just changed that variable to $2. You can't do within the server, within the application. That's why will be using Bob Suit as it is. So where you can capture all the requests and do some modifications. So instead of 2099, I changed it to 2 rupees and I forwarded the request. What happened now? Successfully completed. So now I can directly pay $2 and I can purchase the TV. So this is how we will be using Bob Suit. So Bob Suit will enable us to modify and tamper each and every request and will give us the permissions. Okay, likewise, so we will be doing so many attacks of OASP using this Bob Suit tool. Okay, so that is the purpose of Bob Suit. We'll be capturing each and every request. We'll try to perform some attacks and we will be able to successfully do that. Now I will talk about some background of this vulnerability, and we'll go ahead with the next tools. Here, what is happening, there is some vulnerability in this software, in this server. What is that is? That is called payment tampering. That vulnerability is called payment tampering. So in the name itself, it conveys that you can tamper the payment. Whatever it is, you can tamper that payment. So for 5,000 rupees also, you can buy it for 5 rupees. You can able to tamper the price. That is why it is named as payment tampering. So this is vulnerability. Okay, vulnerability is nothing but some weakness. Okay, some weakness in software. So using this, I can, if this vulnerability exists in any software, you can try to buy it for 5, whatever desired amount you can. If it exists in Amazon, exists in anything, wherever the vulnerability is present, you can do it there. But this Amazon and all those are already secure, right? You can't find. But there will be some local merchant dealers, right? Some cake shops. I mean, there is some people maintain some websites for nearby local stores for some cake shops, some for some wedding something kind of thing. So in that it will be easy for you to find. Okay. So if there is poor coding is implemented in the development process, you can find any of the vulnerability, whatever website it is. Okay, so this is the payment tampering. The vulnerability over here is there is no server and client side validation. Okay, so you may feel very bit uncomfortable when you're listening to this kind of technical things, but don't worry, this will be covering each and everything elaborately. Due to this, I'm able to tamper that price amount. Okay, so likewise, we'll be using Bob suit for this kind of scenarios, and we will be trying to do some attack scenarios. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can ask now, or you can respond in the chat window. Okay. Hmm. Now, rather than, I think some people may feel some uncomfortable using listening new topics, but no problem. I'll be trying just giving you a glimpse of the tools. So then it will be very clear for you to choose this course. Next, we had Metasploit. Okay, we ran through Bobsuit, right? Now we had Metasploit. Mm, okay, I don't go too much technical because it may not be very comfortable. Just I'll try to give you a small glimpse of understanding. Next, we had a tool called Metasploit. Okay, so using this Metasploit, we can try to hack Windows systems. We can try to hack mobile operating system, Android phones. Okay, this is not for a hacking purpose. Just even with this, all we can do. Okay, so that we will also be covering in our course. We'll tell you how to hack into Windows, OS, Windows, hack into some Android. It's the thing is we are learning, we are making you to learn this in an educational way. Okay, we are not telling you to go and hack someone's mobile or someone's laptop. Okay, it's that if you're able to hack someone, that means simply you are knowing, so that this is the way I will be compromised. So what you will be doing is you will be sending some virus file to your victim. They will install that into their mobile, and you'll get access to their mobile. Okay, in this process you'll understand how that is created and how that is sent and how that victim is compromised. Okay, then you will have good awareness that okay, this is how hackers will hack things. So how that is this is how I can secure myself. Okay, so our intention is not to go in that way. Our intention is to make you understand what is security threat and how can you be safe from that. So we will be talking about Metasploits. Okay, in Metasploit, if you see, we have 2,196 exploits, 596 payloads, 9 evasions. Okay, so there will be different exploits called log4j exploit, CJ bin exploit. Technically, if you go there will be so many exploits. So what this Metasploit will do is Metasploit will automate the attack. Okay, you don't need to do it manually. You can simply give the path and IP address of some server. If that there is vulnerability over there, this will compromise that server. Okay, but again we will be dealing it in the ethical hacking way only. So I will be talking at the end. This is the Metasploit tool. So using this Metasploit tool, we can do automation attacks. For each and every vulnerability, we have a database in Metasploit which have all the exploits. Next is SQL map. Okay, so in our VAPT, we had a thing called SQL injection. Okay, SQL injection. So to perform SQL injection, we can use manual approach or we can use SQL map tool. Okay, SQL map is a tool which can directly get access to any database. Okay, so what we can do is, let's say SQL map. Just I'll try to show you how to run that SQL map, and you have to mention URL. Now I'll take one example thing and I'll show you. Now let's crack some database. Let's try to hack into one of the database. So I had one machine called DBWA. Logging into that. Okay. Now I have SQL injection. SQL user ID 1. Submit. Okay. So this is one of the site. Okay. Now I will try to hack into the database and I'll get all the details that are existing in the database. I say SQL map -u is to mention the URL, and I say dump. Okay, it is running. In second. Okay. I think my skill map is not updated. Maybe that will be just a second. If I can. Just a minute. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Now run. So I'm running SQL map into one of the server. So my main thing is to understand the whether it is vulnerable or not. If it is vulnerable, I'll get access to that complete database. If it is not vulnerable, we may not get. We are getting some new here. It seems to be injectable. Okay. Run it one more time. So if SQL injection is present over there, we can directly get access to all the databases. I mean, inside database, we have tables, columns, and data, right? We'll be able to access all the database. We'll see. Submit does not seem to be injectable. Okay. Okay. I think my SQL map is not updated. That is the reason it is not showing in the receipt. But we'll use this SQL map in order to find SQL injection vulnerabilities. Okay, what is usage command? SQL map -a to retrieve everything and -u to give the exact URL. Okay, simply to find some vulnerabilities using tools, you can directly give the URL. Okay, the tool will does all the attacks and it will give you some result, meaningful result. Okay, so likewise we'll also use a couple of tools which are recognized in industry. So we'll try to understand how we can perform automated attacks as well. Okay, so that is about SQL map. Okay, so till here, do you have any doubts regarding the tools? Okay, fine. So this is SQL map. So using SQL map, we can find error-based SQL injections, union-based, line-based, everything. Okay. So this is very popular tool for finding SQL map. Sorry, for finding SQL injections. And later we have a tool called NMAP. Okay. So this is network mapping tool. So this will be used by both network administrators as well as security professionals. So this is the NMAP. Now I will run Nmap. I will try to show you how to use Nmap. Yes, here to Nmap. So these are all the options you can use. These are all the options. These are called attributes in Linux. Okay. So for each and every tool, there will be so many attributes. If you have to find a specific action, you can use specific things. If you only have to do ping scan, okay, then you can use -sn. Or if you have to do TCP scan, UDP scan, you can find these ports. If you have to do only port scanning on specific ports, we can do it on -p. Okay. So here we have 65,535 ports. Okay. So using Nmap, we can get to know what are the ports open. So I say Nmap -s capital P. I'll give our OS IP address 192.168.135.129. Hit enter. We're getting some details. To any doubts still here, you can ask. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I got some result from Nmap scan. Okay, that is stating that port 22 is open, port 139 is open, port 8 is open, 143, 443. We can see what are all the ports open and what are the services running. Okay, so this is about Nmap. So we can find some version of that particular software, and you can go to Metasploit and you can check whether there is any exploit. Okay, so Nmap is also a very good tool which can find the open ports as well as the services running. Okay, so this is about Nmap and that is the usage. You say Nmap -sv for service version scanning and you have to give the IP address. So I'll do it for facebook.com for now. It will be clear to you. I have to understand what are the open ports in facebook.com. Then I'll use this tool nmap-sv and say facebook.com. I think it will take some time to scan nmap facebook.com because it is very large site, right? So I'll be showing that result in a couple of minutes. Okay, till here, are you clear? I mean, what are the tools that we will be using, how to use them, and what is the purpose of using them? So if anybody got any doubts, you can ask. So now, once we complete this thing, we'll be talking about our syllabus, what we will be discussing in training, what all the things we'll be discussing. Now, you can respond in the chat window, or you can feel free to ask if you have any queries still here. you're good, then fine. Okay. Now, so likewise, we have first. Let me talk about the job role and what are the expectation in jobs, and I mean what kind of packages the company offer, what kind of companies you may get into. Okay. First, I will be talking about our syllabus. So try to ask doubts, whatever doubts you had. Okay, in this demo, I'll try to give you everything clearly. So then you can decide about the course. First, we'll be talking about syllabus, and then we'll be talking about what is the benefit of enrolling course in Harsha Academy, Harsha Training Academy. Okay. And why we are different from different traditional institutes. Why we are different from traditional institutes. Try to give you all, try to compile your audio tips, okay? And then, firstly, after syllabus, I will be talking about cyber security versus any course. You may have some confusion, right? Why should I only choose cyber security? Why not DevOps? Why not cloud? You may have different doubts, right? First, I will try to cover that doubt. Then we will be talking about benefits of Harsha Trainings Academy and why we are different from traditional institutes. Okay, and then we'll be talking about which companies you can apply for. Okay, and what will be your roadmap in this journey, cybersecurity as a professional journey, and what may be the expected salaries. Okay, this all we will be discussing. So at any point of time, if you have any doubt, so please feel free to ask. Don't feel shy. Okay? First, cybersecurity versus XX, whatever it is. Okay, so some of you may be recent passed outs. Okay, some of you may are thinking to switch your careers from one IT to some other, or some of you may be from a non-IT background. Okay, are planning to switch to very good domain which can sustain for some years, right? So that is what you that is why you are coming to this demonstration, and you are planning accordingly about your career, right? So that's why first, some of you may have a doubt that why should I only choose cybersecurity, not DevOps, or why not DevOps, why not cloud, or let's say why not SAP, why not machine learning, whatever course it is. Firstly, so the purpose of getting into cybersecurity is that it is very challenging. Okay, challenging in the sense I don't see it is tough to handle. I will say it is. I mean, you will learn a lot of new things daily. Okay, so we'll try to understand how hackers think. Okay, how hackers try to hack into something. Okay, I will also know what they do. You'll also do same, but you'll be doing it ethically. So it will be very challenging. It will be very spirit. Okay, so you'll have very fun in learning cybersecurity. Okay, but is that going to sustain for a couple of years? Because if you're going to buy some vehicle, we'll check, right, is that going to sustain for 10 years for me if I go to purchase? So then for career also you'll have the same thing, right? If I choose this now, will I be able to sustain it for 10, 15 years, right? Yeah. So uh, now by 2022 itself, we had 10 million, sorry, not sure exact count of the recent recent news, but there is that 10 million security professionals are required to the whole globe. Okay, why? Because from 2 years due to pandemic, everyone is doing work from home, right? So that's why there are lots of plenty of cyber attacks being happened. So each and every organization is getting compromised, maybe due to employee or due to not following some security principles. Okay, everything is getting compromised. So now all the companies are looking for cyber security. Okay, so that's why, so there is nothing that after these 2 years it will be, there is no growth in cyber security or nothing. So there is so much demand, but there is no supply. That means we require at least 10 million people of security professionals, but each year we are only getting half million of people. That's it. So that means you can understand how much demand was there and how much shortage was there. Okay, from that you can understand for coming 10-15 years there is no thing that the cyber security, I mean there won't be any growth or there won't be any openings. Okay, so the cyber security has its own significance. Okay, there is nothing that it will not have growth or something, right? And also you don't think that cyber security means I have to take CSC only, I have to go through all the courses, or I have to take I should require programming language. So that is never at all. Okay, programming language is not mandatory, but it will add your profile great if you learn. But for our VAPT, programming is not at all required. Okay, so you do not need to worry about. Okay, the first that is there. So that's why you choose cybersecurity. Okay, and there are also very good growth in cybersecurity in terms of promotions or in terms of salary hikes. There are very good opportunities, and to what work you do, to what company you do, the salaries also depends. Okay, comparatively, if you compare it to a normal traditional software engineer, it is 2 to 3x greater than the packages. Okay, so yeah, next is, so that's why you're going to choose, you're going to choose cyber security as a career. Okay, next is, what is the benefit of enrolling cyber security course in Harsha Trainings Academy? Okay, so Harsha Trainings Academy here, instead of learning you the only VAPT, we will be also giving you some basic understanding about network, how, what is network, what is IP addresses, and all those things. And we'll also be talking about some Linux basics, how to use Linux and all those things. Then we will be talking about VAPT concepts. So this is completely guided from OASP. Okay, OASP. And next we'll be only using recognized tools. Okay, we don't show any outdated tools or expired tools. Okay, we'll be showing you, we'll be demonstrating you the tools which are used in the industry. Okay, so it is completely in that way. That is the thing. And see, rather than all the institutes, Harsha Trainings is also providing recorded sessions. They'll also provide recorded sessions. So if you have any doubt somewhere, let's say I completed one topic one day and you had some doubt. Okay, you have to quickly refer. Then where do you go? If you have a recording, then you can directly refer to that recording and you can try to solve your doubt. Okay, if not, still you have revisited recorded video for multiple times, but still it is not clear. That's why we also had student WhatsApp group. Okay, so in this WhatsApp group, I will also be as instructor, and all the students who are enrolled to that course will be there. Whatever doubts you have at any time, so you can take a screenshot of it, of your doubt. If you stuck at any lab practice, you can send it over there and I'll try to answer it. Okay, so whatever the doubts you had on the day, it will be resolved on the same day. You don't need to wait for next class to ask your doubt or to clarify your doubts. So whatever doubt you had on the day, you can directly chat in the WhatsApp group. So all the students will know, and I will also be responding to that thing. Okay, so this is about the benefits of Harsha Trainings Academy of enrolling this course. And next, what are the different, why we are different from traditional institutes? So you go, I don't name any city or something. You go anywhere, any city, Hyderabad, Amirpet, or you go Noida, or you go Bangalore, you go Chennai. There are very plenty of training institutes. Okay, they provide training, right, about cyber security and only. they may charge some other amount. Some may charge very expensive, some may charge very low. It depends. Okay. Here, why we are different? So I'm not talking about the course fees and all. I'm talking about the knowledge perspective. So if you go to some institutes at some Amirpet or something, so there will be instructor who does not have any industry experience, who just have some bookish knowledge, or they may know get some knowledge from YouTube. So they'll try to interpret the same. Okay, then you won't get any knowledge that can be related to industry or that can satisfy industry requirements. But in Harsha Trainings Academy, not only me, all our instructors are experienced professionals who are working professionals as they are doing it for part time. Okay, so likewise, we will be being an professional who have been working 2.5 years in cybersecurity BAPT field, right? So I can give you right knowledge. I can give you, I can guide you right knowledge. I can guide you some industry required skill set, industry required tools, and all those things. Okay, so that is the main thing. You will be getting industry required knowledge, industry required skill set, I would say. Okay, and other than that, what we are also doing is we will be also help you in preparing your resumes, helping you prepare in your resume. So you know that, right? What is the bridge between an employer and a person who is seeking for opportunities? Resume is the bridge between both of them. If your resume stands out among all the crowd, so you will be the first one to be interviewed. If you have to get an interview call, first your resume should be very clear, and which can tell your employer, yeah, this is the person I'm looking for, right? So that's why we'll be helping you to create a professional resume. Professional resume does not mean layout, okay? Some graphic design, some photos, and all those things. We'll be telling you how your resume stands technically strong, okay, which can stand out among all the resumes for your employer. So we'll be also helping you to prepare your resumes, and I will be also taking mock interviews. Okay, once we are done with the training, so we also can plan for mock interviews. So I mean, so the mock interview will be as a drill interview for you, where you can understand how real-time interview goes, how you have to improve yourself, in which concepts you have to improve yourself. So it will make you very confident for your real-time interviews, which will help you, and which will make you more confident to crack the interviews. Okay, we'll be also taking the mock interviews. So as I told you, we'll also providing notes. Huh? We'll be also providing some recorded sessions. Okay, so these are all the benefits we can get from Harsha Trainings in Academy. Okay, so is this clear till here? So any doubts you can ask. So there are so many people, but I'm not getting any doubts. Actually, every demo people will ask different doubts and they'll clarify different doubts. So you don't feel shy. Okay, if you have any doubt, whatever it is related to training, related to institute, related to opportunities, whatever it is, so you can ask directly and I try to clarify it. So it will make you comfortable in the training in the training times. Okay, that's why you have to be very clear before you step into this. Whatever doubt you can ask. Okay. Next, companies. So what companies you may look for? Yeah. Hello.
Hey, this is Mohan.
Yeah. Hi, Mohan.
Hey, I joined late actually, like pretty late. So I have
Okay.
one thing to do. Like I've been working with
Mm.
a major banking company in US, and I'm looking for a career switch. So that's the reason I opted for cybersecurity.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
just wanted to check, like, what would be the way forward? Like you said that you'll be working with VAPT, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Correct.
So
Mhm.
is that the right way for me to switch my career, or should I? Is it related to the CISO course. I was missing the initial part, so that's the reason I'm asking.
Okay, okay, yeah, got your point. Yeah, I mean, actually, as I told you, there are so much skill gap in the industries, right? So people are, I mean, employees are not looking for your background experience, whether you are from banking sector, whether you're working in IT or non-IT. So they're just looking for skill set. That's it. I know many people who are from different backgrounds and got into cyber security, either from non-IT or IT. So they are not question. They are not going to question us. The main thing they are going to look is for only the skill set, right skill set, which will be satisfying according to the industry. So
Okay.
we will be covering all those things. So which will make you very clear understanding onto VAPT, and where you'll get so much good exposure to hands-on experience. Okay. So
Okay. Yeah.
background experience is not at all a matter.
Okay. Thank you.
I hope it is clear now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So one
So
more
yeah,
thing on the technical front, do we also deal with all the cryptography certificate level?
yeah, we will be talking about some basic activities on the cryptography like encoding, hashing, encrypting. We'll be talking very little basics, and
Okay.
I'll also show you how to do hashing, what is encryption and encoding. We may not go in depth in that because it is not required for our UPT. Okay, there is
Okay.
some professionals called cryptographic engineers. They do that all
Yeah.
operations, but we're talking basic about the cryptography.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah. So any other doubts likewise? Okay. So we're good to go. Companies. So actually, see, uh, what are the thing I'm telling here? So I should not give any false hopes to anyone, right? So that's why I'm going to tell you, according to the industry, I'm going to give the better truth. I should not give you some false hopes and make you so much different thing. Okay, I'll try to give what is the exact scenario. Okay, then you will have a clear idea. See, companies, if you're looking to start your career as an fresher, okay, so firstly, you will be starting with some startup companies, okay. But if you hold 1 or 2 years of experience, then you can switch to any company. So we know that big four, right? Deloitte, EY, PwC, KPMG, right? Palladian networks. There are different. We have big fours and we have some tier three, tier two companies, right? So if you're holding an experience of 1 or 2 years, then you may switch to any of these companies, whatever it is, KPMG, PwC, Deloitte, EY. So most everyone, all of the companies are looking for professionals with the minimum experience of 1 to 2 years. Okay, if you're already having some experience into security, so you can directly get into that companies. But no problem if you're starting your career as a fresher. No need to worry at all. So firstly, you can, I mean, we can also check for opportunities for freshers as well. These companies also do look for freshers. They'll take you as intern and they'll train you, and then they will convert you as a permanent employee. Okay, but literally for the freshers, you have to start your career as an interns. Okay, at least you have to do 3 to 6 months of internship. Later, then you can switch to some better companies. Okay, so that is how it is. So while you're starting your career as a fresher, so you'll be starting with some startup or some little established companies. Okay, once you gain experience of 1 to 2 years, then you're good to go. We can switch to any big four companies or any MNC companies like Wipro, Infosys, TCS, Techcam, whatever it is. Okay, so that's it. If you're already having 1 or 2 years experience in cybersecurity in any field, SOC or SOC, cloud sec, network secure, anything, you can directly switch to VAPT with the same big four or some MNC companies. Okay. So next, so this is also the roadmap I just told you, right? So if you're starting as fresher, this is how you can go. If you're starting as experienced, this is how you can go to choosing your companies and choosing your package, payroll, and all those things. That is the roadmap. Okay. And next, salaries. So I hope this will be the doubt to everyone. That's why anyone don't talk this, but we feel that everyone may have this kind of doubt, and this may clear the myths, right? The myths that is circulating over the internet or somewhere else. Okay. So and it will make you very clear on your goals also as well. So I don't say exact things, but I'll try to comply according to industry standards. See, while you're starting your uh, career as a fresher, okay, so you may expect you may expect it to be in a role of intern. Okay. So where you may have very less package, but only for 6 months, around say 1.5 LPA to some 3 LPA kind of thing. But once you cross that internship tenure, and once you convert it as a permanent employee, as if as a intern, you may expect package around 3 to 5 lakhs per annum. Okay. So once you complete 1 year or 2 year of your tenure, so you may expect packages around 6 to 8 LPA. Okay. So this is the basic one. But if you're already having some experience, so you may expect some very good digits. Okay. So why I'm telling this thing is to make you understand, if someone is trying as a fresher, so this is the scenario. But you don't feel you're getting low salary, or if you go to some other domain in software, you may get better one. Okay. So here, cybersecurity field is completely offensive. It requires all hands on. Only then you may be allowed to work on under project or any customer. That is why you have to undergo with some trainings provided by your company. Whether you are already having that knowledge as well, but they'll try to guide you and try to train you in the same pattern. So then you will be assured that yeah, this person can handle any application or any project, because it is completely offensive, right? If you don't have much hands on, and if you do something, that website may get compromised, or that website may get down. Okay. That's why for freshers, companies do provide internships initially, and then they'll try to convert that person into permanent employee. Okay. So but don't think that we are getting very less paid in cybersecurity, as there are so many myths in industry. Will get as a fresher 6 LPA, 7 LPA. Yeah, that's all there. But once you got some good amount of 1 or 2 years of experience, you'll definitely get to the payrolls. Okay. So yeah, I hope this is very clear to you. If you have any doubts, so you can ask. I think we are mostly covered everything. Um, yeah, if you have any doubts, you can clear, so then we can wind up the session.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, guys, any other doubts?
Sir, what is the roadmap actually?
Huh.
Means where we
Yeah,
can switch in future?
yeah. Firstly, as I told you, let's say you had some experience and you are already working in security in different, not VAPT, SOC, networks, like something. Okay. Once you switch, so you'll be started with application security with associate role. After 1 or 2 years of experience, you'll be promoted as security engineer. So now you will be handling so many things. Now we will be only talking about web application penetration testing in our training. But once you promote, you will be also dealing mobile application penetration testing, API penetration testing, thick line penetration testing. Okay. Later you may also get chance to also get some other domain coverage. Like once you had good enough knowledge on application security, you can also gain knowledge on cloud security. Okay. Then you can become a consultant. Okay. Likewise, so once you got getting promoted to next level, so you can learn new things and you can apply that new things, and you can get very good established knowledge. And as you getting promoted to each and every hierarchy role, so the payroll also will be very decent. Okay, technically to say, yeah, first you will be learning here the web penetration testing, but once you got into industry, you may have chance to learn mobile application penetration testing, API penetration testing, and cloud API penetration testing. Okay, once you got some good experience in VAPT for 1 or 2 years, then you can learn cloud security, and then you can keep on promoting yourself with the right knowledge, and you can also get some decent payrolls. That is what the actual roadmap you can plan for. Can you share your
Yes, sir.
number for yeah, 1 second. I'll try to give the Harsha Trainings number. You can contact them if you're planning to enroll to this course. Just Yashwant, sorry, just 1 minute. Okay, I'll give the number and we'll be discussing.
Okay, okay, no worries, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I have
Just
5 years of gap. So, what I can do, sir, for that?
I mean, I will be dealing with technical things. If you have any queries related to that, you can contact Harsha Trainings. So they will guide you. I'll be providing their
Okay.
number now. So they will definitely answer to your questions. I'll be
Okay.
only mostly dealing with this technical part, only the training
Okay.
part. Okay. 5, 3, 1, 5, 2, 7. You save this number as Harsha Trainings one, and you contact this number. So regarding course fee, regarding any experience or something, so they will guide you. So the number is 988-531-2299. Okay, save it as Harsha Trainings. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you require any details regarding the course or anything, so you can contact these people. So they will tell you all the course fees and all those things. It will be 45 days course actually. Okay, it is 45 days course, and it will be 1 hour session every day. Okay, and what else? The time, most probably the time is 7 to 8 a.m. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay. Yeah, Ashwin, please go ahead. You are asking something.
Yeah. We didn't have any certification to get a job or.
Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of certifications in our VAPT like CEH, OACP, OAC, something, but it is not mandatory to have a certificate. So most people are looking for skill set.
Okay, because I have been looking for a job and the requirement is like they're asking for certification.
Not probably. I mean, it's not mandatory actually. So for
Okay.
even for 1 or 2 years experience also, they may not, because they will only look for skill set. So
Okay.
what kind of certification did they ask you? Is it CEH or OACP?
CEH. Most of the companies
Actually,
are looking for
CH,
CEH.
but actually that is a very should not say in this thing, but it is not too much up to date. Okay, and
Okay.
you won't learn real time standards. It's not to the mark,
Yep. Okay. Got it.
but no problem. So if, certification is not at all a mandate.
Yeah. And what about the system requirements to practice by ourselves?
Okay. So it's better you would have 8 GB of RAM or 8 GB of RAM and
Mm-hmm.
i3 or i5 processor. It's better if
Okay.
you go for i5 processor. If
Okay.
you have i3 processor also, it's not a problem. You can increase your RAM from 8 to 12. Then it will work.
That will do.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, no mention. Any other doubts?
Sir, how many
Okay.
practicals we will conduct?
Huh. See, our training is completely hands-on experience, as it's first I mean, out of 45 days, first 10 days we'll be talking about some concepts. I don't see it is theory. We'll be talking about concepts. Once that 10 to 15 days concepts are completed, then we will be mostly sticking to practicals. every day we'll be talking about practicals only. We will be doing the practicals. Okay, so that's why I say this course is complete 80% hands-on. Okay, we will be also providing you labs in order to perform all these attacks, because you should not do these attacks over the internet, right? So we'll be also providing you labs, vulnerable labs, where you can practice on those. Okay, guys, any other doubts?
So it's like we have to present in the institute, right, for every day for doing labs.
No. You can do it. I mean, I told you, right? There is virtual machines.
For sure. Okay.
In your laptop itself, you can do at your phone. So, I mean,
Thank you.
here in training, we'll be providing online, right? So you learn that,
Yes.
we will also get that recorded video. You can do it. You can practice within your PC directly. No need to have one more PC also. You can do it on your
Okay.
single PC. Any doubts? As I told you, we can always connect through WhatsApp. So you'll also be having recorded sessions. Okay, fine. If everyone is good, then we are good to go. So whatever doubts you had regarding training or regarding course fees, regarding some experience details, so you can contact this number, Harsha Trainings. Okay, it is 98853122299. Okay, so they will clarify everything. So if you also want to talk to me, you can call this number. So they will do a conference call for me. You can clarify your doubts as well. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Uh, so whatever doubt you had, you just put it into these people. So they'll try to answer you. If you have any doubts related to technically, they will do a conference call with me. So you can clear that. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah. Okay. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.